If you are considering moving out of your house and just because you can't afford it, a common question I get is, can I rent it instead of selling it? And that is a viable option for many people and one worth looking at. But I want to give a little bit of a reality check around that option. And here it is, right? If you get a tenant in and that tenant can cover the expenses of holding onto the property, that's great news, right? That would be the goal. But the reality check is that not all tenant situations work out properly, right? You get somebody in for a year lease and they lose their job or have an illness and break their lease and have to get out. Now you're in a position where you have not only what your monthly expenses are for where you're living, but the monthly expenses of sustaining the house that you're renting out, right? Your former primary residence. So the safe way to do that is to have a few months of reserves on hand for the expenses of that house. So that if for some reason it went vacant and it took a few months to get it rented back up again, then you're not in a position where all of a sudden you've got a financial crisis because you're not getting the income from the property to sustain the payments and the expenses of owning that property.